Hello everyone, I Shesh Mishra, ex-Assistant Manager Central Bank of India, welcomes all of you to Mishra Ji Speaks in yet another eye-opening video. This video will be a raw video and it won't be monetized ever in the future. In this video, we'll be talking about a number of things. That's why I called it an eye-opener video in the very first place. So let us first of all talk about the various points that I'll be discussing in this video with all of you. So the very first point is that why students or aspirants fail to clear the exam in the very first attempt, be it prelims or be it mains. The very first thing that we'll discuss. Now the second thing is that why most of the aspirants, I'm talking about majority, that is more than 50%, they're able to clear prelims with ease, but clearing the mains exam is a big deal for them. Point number 3 is that why aspirants take years of preparation to clear in exams, or even after giving so many years they fail to clear the exams. So let us talk one by one. So let us talk about the reasons. Any exam is divided into various stages, prelims and mains, and the syllabus of those two exams are very much different from each other. See, the prelims is an easy deal, but when it comes to mains, things get tougher and nastier. See, now let us talk about mains section wise. Okay, so in mains, let us first talk about maths. See, if you are giving a clerk exam, the name is quantitative aptitude, but if you are giving a PO exam, officer exam, the name of the math section is data interpretation. So if you haven't practiced high level DIs, high level data interpretations, how will you clear the mains exam? If you haven't studied missing number, wrong number series, which always comes in the mains exam, and that too one question is of 2 marks. You can check the paper of last 5 years. Then if you haven't practiced arithmetic questions, I'm not talking about very high level arithmetic questions, but easy to moderate level arithmetic questions, if you have not studied, how will you clear this section? Now comes the reasoning part. The bunch of questions in any mains exam from reasoning section comes from logical reasoning, cause and effect questions, assumptions, redundant questions, case studies. Then comes coded bullet relations, coded directions, input output. In any mains exam of PO, 5 questions from input and output always comes, and these questions are of 2 marks each. So 10 marks of input and output. So if you haven't studied input and output, then how you can think of clearing this mains exam? Or for a matter of fact, gaining more marks than the cutoff. Then comes high level puzzles. If you haven't practiced, if you haven't studied, how will you solve them? Then comes the GA sections. Studying general awareness questions individually by your own self and studying it from an expert mentor are two very different things. For example, if you want to know the difference between repo rate and bank rate, or how liquidity works, how RBI controls the flow of money, if you go on studying that, you will take a lot of time, and maybe that concept won't be very much clear in your head. But listen, the same thing from a mentor who has been studying all these concepts from a long time. He will be able to describe these things in a very easy manner. Not only an easy manner, but in a manner which will be easy to learn and easy to memorize. Then comes the English section. See, English, the syllabus in prelims and mains is exactly same. I know there might be many people who will be thinking, no, the syllabus is very different. Challenge me then. Challenge me. I've seen people confusing the English grammar syllabus of banking with SSC. But why are you doing it? In this process, you will consume more time to clear the exam. You don't need to study everything in English. The only topics required in grammar are, first of all, is your noun, pronoun, adjective, verb and tense, and that's it. no questions from articles a and the, no questions from adverb. If someone is telling you that these things are very very important from the mains point of view or prelims point of view in banking exam, he is simply fooling you guys. Simply fooling you guys. I challenge you all who think that articles, adverbs, all these topics are extremely important to put forward just one question from the last 5 years which have been asked from article or from adverb. Just one question. And if you are thinking that the bank will ask you when to use an, simply using it before vowel, such questions don't come in the examination. That there is written I apple and you just saw the question and you thought of that it should be an before a vowel. Such questions does not come. So only 5 things you need to study in grammar, because nowadays grammar is dominating the main section of banking exam. Earlier it used to be reading comprehensions, but now it's almost 50-50%. 50% reading comprehension and the other 50% is grammar. That's it. So you need to understand that you don't need to listen to everyone, especially not to any such person who hasn't cleared any exam, or at least not cleared any exam in these 5 to 6 years. How will he tell you guys? He's not giving the exam, he's not going through the papers. And this is the main reason why many a times you will see that people who follow a self-study routine are able to clear the exams fastly and more efficiently than the people going to coachings. Because maybe if you are giving 3 to 4 years for any such exam, just ask yourself who is getting benefited when your number of years of preparation are increasing. As simple as that. So follow these things and get these things in your mind that prelims and mains are two very different things, two very different parts of an same exam. Until this point that you are able to differentiate between the two, you will be simply like a pendulum going from left to right. You will be giving prelims exam all over and over again and failing the mains exam. So differentiate the two parts, study accordingly, you will definitely be able to clear the exam. Because there are 2 ways of moving a vehicle. Either you can start it and reach your desired location, or you can push the vehicle, keep on pushing it without starting or without igniting the engine. Choice is yours. Thank you. We'll see you in the very next video. And one more thing, that I'm getting a lot of requests for the SBI Clerk study plan, and trust me on this, I'm working on that. And because of that, I was away from making videos from a long time, because the SBI Clerk schedule and study plan is framed in such a way that it will definitely help you in clearing that exam. I'm talking about only the SBI Clerk exam, because that exam is easy to clear in comparison to any other exam. The reason being that there is no sectional cutoff in SBI Clerk mains exam. So just wait for that. It will definitely be worthwhile. Thank you. See you in the very next video. Have a good day.